Myocardial infarction, also known as heart attacks, remains the leading cause of death globally, accounting for over 20 million deaths each year with a projected rise to around 38.5 million deaths per year by 2050 and a $13 trillion financial burden globally. While advances in acute care have improved survival rates in hospital settings, a significant proportion of patients die before treatment even begins. Approximately 45% of primary and secondary myocardial infarction patients die during the interval between symptom onset and medical intervention.
That's where Nexdro comes in. Our product takes these two issues together and puts them together to detect ischemia in patients who are sitting at their home or out and about. It autonomously sends data to clinicians whilst triggering therapeutic release of anticoagulants and anti-inflammatories to reduce the impacts of the heart attack. How exactly does it work, though?
The central idea is to engineer a soft hydrogel-based biomaterial that can reside on the epicardial surface and function simultaneously as a sensor and a therapeutic interface. First, a conductive hydrogel capable of acquiring the heart's electrophysiological signals without disrupting cardiac mechanics, making this a clinically friendly alternative. Second, a computational layer that classifies electrical patterns and distinguishes baseline physiological activity from ischemic signatures. And third, a release mechanism that deploys therapeutics locally when ischemia is detected. By linking these components through closed loop architecture, the material becomes responsive to the state of the tissue it contacts.
Nextro was designed using the Blue Ocean strategy with the EERC grid guiding the main innovation. Current heart attack detection methods come with challenges like time consumption, a barrier to entry, as many people cannot access the technology required to detect myocardial ischemia before it happens, and scarring of the tissue caused by a lack of therapeutics behind detection methods. Nextro eliminates these challenges, and it reduces the lag in getting a diagnosis, manufacturing costs, and medical disparities. While doing all of this, Nextro raises the assurance that behind a diagnosis, as well as safety for patients who feel scared to be outside or at a home with an MI-related condition. Nextro is a world first in its ability to provide these real-time mobile alerts and therapeutics, which provide life-saving aid to those who aren't close to medical facilities while having a heart attack. Our strategy canvas shows how Nextro pioneers a blue ocean market by addressing the gaps in heart attack detection and aid that traditional products overlook. Unlike existing solutions, which force patients to reside in local areas to medical facilities and don't produce therapy of any kind, Nextro creates personal assurance to at-risk patients who don't have access to any medical facilities. Our current market includes patients who are diagnosed with myocardial infarction or post-surgery recovery patients, as well as elderly patients with known arrhythmias. Nextro suits those beyond our current market, so we hope to reach it to those with hypertension, diabetes, or cholesterol, as well as high-stress professionals in rural or developing areas without fast access to healthcare. Our position in the market is extremely special, as we are a one-of-a-kind product bringing therapeutics to the myocardial infarction game. Globally, the cardiac monitoring and diagnostic market is estimated to reach 35.6 billion by 2032 with a compound annual growth rate of 19.5%. The cost of production for one unit of Nextro is $15.20 and the sale price is $49.99. We hope to break even by 2027 with 144,000 units sold. This is much more affordable than solutions on the current market, which include large hospital suite tailored solutions, and this leaves us with a profit margin of 69.6%. By 2028, we expect to have a total gross revenue of $22.5 million. We utilize guidance from the Stanford Advanced Cardiovascular Therapeutics and Surgical Biomechanics Laboratory, or WOOD Labs, and we are continuing research and development here. Industry leaders from Stanford Medicine have guided us with helpful advice and validation. And while we are currently self-funded through grants that we have attained, we are confident that with the help of Blue Ocean, we will be able to grow and redefine the way humanity thinks about myocardial infarction as a whole, increasing access and room to truly live for many more humans. In the last 5 minutes, 38 people have unfortunately passed from myocardial infarction. Nextro exists because nobody should become a statistic simply because they were in the gap between a symptom and a hospital.